Hello traders, this is TFXS. Welcome to TFX family, and I believe that guys you are doing great. All right, guys. Since we launched the good news to all traders yesterday about or in our last video about the monthly offers or monthly subscription. Now you don't have any excuse, my friend, of not making money in forex market because now you can purchase our system with a monthly subscription. All right, but in this video we want to talk about the do's and the don'ts that you are supposed to know, the basics things, because our system are very, very, very simple. There is no need to watch all videos in order to understand how they works, because when we talk about manual, you only trigger and you take trades manually, but analysis and everything is all they are all automated in the system. So in today's video, we want to see or to go through the don'ts and do's that you are supposed to know, all the things that you are supposed to do and the things that you are not supposed to do, in order for you to understand, because you are supposed to purchase or to subscribe the system and start making money from day one. And we do all this because we want all now traders to be able to manage at least to purchase your lifetime license. But for now, you can get it, or our lifetime license is $2,000. But as you can see on my screen here, now you can purchase with a monthly subscription of $150 for any of the EA, and for the Spikes manual, the Spikes EA, it's only $100. And when it comes to manual, let's say for example you don't have even $100 to purchase plug and play EAs, you can start with our manual that analyzes the market, everything. You only wait for the signal to be generated by the EA. It's a signal generating a system, and you can start with that with only $75 a monthly subscription. And I said for the first 10 people, we are going to give you with 1.5 months. So if you purchase the EA, you get 1.5 month license with only $150, and if it is a manual system, you only get it 1.5 months with only $75. But in this video, we are not going to talk about offers because we have already covered that. We are going to I'm going to take you through on how easy it is to use our system, and we are going to talk about the TFX RENKO Sniper and TFX Nairobi manual system, the system that works together with all the copy of RENKO Sniper. So let's begin, guys. So to purchase this system, or to use this system, it's very, very easy. And let us start with the don'ts, all right? The don'ts, the things that you are not supposed to do. I want you to keep this in mind, because the system is very, very simple and not complicated. Because when you purchase the system, you receive the system with what we call templates. So you only use a template. For instance, these are the pairs, let's say, for example, that I want to trade or I want to use. All right. And don't forget, I'm going to give an example with a manual. So you go direct after proper installation, because we have the video about the installation. You'll be using only a RENKO file. So don't forget, you will be using only a RENKO file. So this is the only thing you need to do. So it will come with the templates for gold and manual RENKO 2, but you don't have to worry about this one TFX Nairobi manual gold whatever. The only things you need, it is this RENKO file, and it starts with A. So don't come here to the one that starts with 1. So it's our TFX RENKO file 2. So this one, RENKO file 2, will work with all currencies, all right? All currencies. And don't forget, this system generates a signal. So you don't have to do any analysis, and the analysis from the system is based on full price action and advanced SMC. So you don't have to analyze the market. You don't have to do anything after installation. All you need to do, it is to use this RENKO file. By one click, simple as that, the system will generate the RENKO charts automatically. All right, let me go back and say let's start with what you're supposed to do, not the don'ts. Let end the video with we'll finish the video talking about the don'ts, but let's start with those, or the do's, the things that you're supposed to do. All right, so it's very simple. After installation, all you need to do it is to select RENKO file 2. You attach this RENKO file 2 to every currencies that you open here. So this one is only for giving you an example, because it can analyze all open charts here that you attach the RENKO file. So you are selecting only a RENKO file, and automatically the system will open the RENKO chart. So this is for the people who are using the RENKO Nairobi manual system or RENKO Sniper, because this manual system, it is the copy of RENKO Sniper. So the difference here, it is when you receive the signal for buy or sell, these are the buttons that you are going to use. So if you have received a sell signal, you just place here sell. If you have received buy signal, you just place here buy a signal. So you don't have to change anything. You don't have to think about the lot size, because the system is programmed automatically to with money management. So it will pick with the lot size that that is based on money management, to make sure that it's 100%. You can never ever blow your account. Second thing, you don't need to think about where to set the take profit. All right, and I'm talking about the RENKO system now, right? So you don't need to think about where to set stop loss, take profit, or where to set anything. There is nothing to set. So the only thing you are going to set, it is what I'll be showing you here. So the first thing, after you have attached for the first pair, don't go to the second pair, because there is only one thing that I want us to set now, right? So the first thing you will set, and this is if I forgot to ask you about the spread of your broker, because if I ask you the spread of your broker, if I give you the system with your default setting according to the your broker spread, that is the only thing that we need. Because we are working with different brokers, and our system are not limited or regulated. They work with all brokers, so it can work with all brokers. So whether it's MT4 or MT5, so they are not regulated or limited. So let's say, for example, the only thing we need to do here, it is to work with it is to change only the spread points according to your broker. So the first thing you do, you will pause algo trading, all right, when attaching the RENKO file. Simple as that. When the system has already generated or generates or brings up the RENKO chart, all you need, you just go here to this corner here to double click to that EA, or you can right click, you go to expert here, expert list. All right, then you can go to properties in order to make some changes. Every time you want to make any changes, you must say you must pause algo trading. Whether you are doing some changes with a manual or a RENKO Sniper, all you need to do, it is to pause here, then you go to RENKO file. All right, then from there you can double click here and do some changes. And the only changes we are doing here, it's only spread. So for example, this is my broker, and my broker offers from 0 spread, let's say this is good, okay, 0 spread to, let's say this is 10, right? You can check here and see, oh, this one is playing 9, 9, 10, this is AUD. So according to my broker here, and you can get the link on our on the description of this video, all right, to get if we can work with the same broker, well and good. It's very, very, very good to work with the same, so that we can line together. So here we can see we are the biggest here, or the large spread here, it is 10 and below, right? So this means that I would like to use only 10, all right? 10 points of the spread of my broker, so that in case of anything, sometimes when we have a red news, or maybe we have some manipulation at night, those are the times they manipulate market, and the market can only be manipulated with spread, because no one controls the market. But if they can play a game of spread, trust me, your trades can be manipulated. And this is why we have the setups of maximizing the spread according to your broker. So let's say, for example, your broker, again, the spread here reads maybe from 10, 20 to 10, 20, 17, 18. So this means you can maximize your spread into 20. So this depends with your broker. And it's good when purchasing the system to remind me or to tell me about the spread of your broker, so that when I send the system to you guys, you don't need to set anything. You don't need to set anything, all right? But if in case we forget, then all you need to do it is to change the max spread. All right. So here, for example, I'll give my example with the 10 spread. Nothing else. We used to change here account balance here, or start balance, to 500. So if you have less than 500, you don't need to change anything. So anyone, we no longer need to change a start balance. This one will work with anybody, except those people who are working with the DERIV. And then for volatilities, already there is a template for volatility. So you don't have to change anything. About the risk ratio, we set that by default. Like for example here, I want my EA to pick 5 trades, and you can see the risk ratio here, it is 6% of my account. So this means in every trade, I'll be risking like 1.2 of my equity. Oh my, you are very, very safe, because you can see even someone with $100 can trade. Why? Because you are only risking 1%, 1.2%, just 1% of your equity. That's what you are risking. And don't forget, all our system, when if they hit your stop loss, it's all also automated to recover the losses. So you don't have to worry about anything. This is why even if you are using manual, you trigger your sell, don't think about anything else. If there is a loss, it will recover the loss. That is 1.2%, and 1.2%, it can never ever blow your account. All right, before if that means maybe the market has changed the direction. This is the market. All right, there is nothing like a holy grain, but it is good to have the system that recovers the losses, and you already know the risk, or the risk that you are risking. You are risking 1% of your account. All right, you don't choose so it doesn't matter the size of your account, because if it comes to lot size, the system will choose the lot size automatically according to the size of your equity. So it doesn't matter if our base lot size here, it is 0.01. What matters, it is the system that will pick according to the size of your equity. So you don't have to worry. So what I'm guiding you here, not to change now anything. Whether you have $500 or whether you have less, don't change anything except the spread. All right, I believe this is unbelievable to many people, because they are used of purchasing systems outside there and do some changes. Even our old system, there was a lot of changes, but this time around, you don't do anything except changing the spread. That's all. So if you're a broker, let's say, for example, it's like my broker, and maybe the default setting comes with, let's say, for example, 20, you have to change it to 10. Then from there, you click OK, all right, you have seen. Then you right click, you go to indicators here, and delete these TFX Supreme bars. Simple as that. Then again, you now save the same template. Let me show you, don't make any mistake. You go to save templates. Now, one that we are going to replace is one TFX Nairobi manual system or one TFX Renko sniper if you are using the Renko sniper. So we replace that. So we don't replace a Renko file. We replace this because if it is a manual, it has only for gold and for pairs. And because it is for the pairs that we have make the changes, we are going to set them here. Renko file 2, not Renko file, TFX Nairobi M Renko 2. So here we double click and it will ask you if you want to replace from this exiting, and you say, okay, all right, already exit. Do you want to replace it? You say, okay. Simple as that. So if now we delete here and we go back here and choose our Renko file, you'll find that now the spread, you can see the spring has already come back. You'll find that now the spread is 10. Oh my. Thank you. So now let's say, for example, now we want to trade gold because we can see here the spread of gold here, it's different. So right click here, we go there. Then this is gold. Automatically, we have the file for gold. All right, you can see we have the Renko file for gold. So this is the Renko file that you will use if you want to trade gold, Bitcoin, US that according to your broker, US 30, NASDAQ, and also SP 500. So you will be using this gold file. So others, you can use Renko file too, but for gold, NASDAQ, US 30, and SP 500, we will be using this gold Renko file too. So it's very simple. You set okay. Then from there, we want to change because we can see our brokers here offers from 30, 37 here. So this means we can set even 40. We don't want to have a big spread. Oh, already it's 40. So let's say, for example, your broker has 100 spread, right? Playing from 90 to 100. So then this means you can set 100. If it is 50, playing from 40 to 50, then you can set a maximum of a 50 spread and you are good to go. So for mine, it's 40. And let's say, for example, it's playing 40 to 50 according to your broker. So this is to regulate them when they want to manipulate market with the spread. Now the EA, it won't pick the trade, and if you're using this manual, it won't send the signal if the spread exceeding 50 points. So let's say that is 50, so you only need to click OK, right click, go to indicators, then we delete supreme bar, simple as that. Again, now because this is for the gold, we go to save template. We are going to save one TFX Nairobi M gold, not Renko file now. It is the template of Renko of gold. All right, so you double click, right? It will ask you whether you want this template already exit. Do you want to replace? You just click OK. Then from there, we can delete that. If I go now to gold, then I will go direct to Renko file for the gold. Then from there, it will come with what was the spread? Was it 50? Yeah, I think it was 50. So you can see it's already a 50. So you don't have to do this every time. Once you have saved the changes, everything now is perfect. So let's say, for example, now I want to trade NASDAQ, USP 500, and US 30. So you will just come to that Renko file for gold. Simple as that. USP 500 again for the gold, US 30 again for the gold. You can see it's very simple. You just use that simple file and you are good to go. So for the pairs, currencies pairs, it is this Renko 2. You can see it is very simple. You just pick that Renko file. We have already made the changes. And this is why I'm telling you, it is good to tell me when you're purchasing the system so that I can set when you install your software, it's just plug and play. Because maybe someone can say, oh, I'm still getting confused. Oh, I'm not understanding it correctly. No. The only thing we have changed, that is the only thing you can change. Nothing less, nothing more. The others, the EA will take care of them. The second thing that you are supposed to now to do, it is to understand on how to activate your algo trading. All right. These ones, it was just an example. You can attach all currencies. All right, all currencies. If you want to trade all, the good things that we might, if you are using the RENKO sniper, I think I will share the video about the RENKO sniper alone. Let's talk about the Nairobi manual because someone can get confused. So from there, if let's say, for example, now we have attached everything as you can see here, right? Gold. How many gold do we have, right? Thought I have, yeah, this one. Yeah, it's good. Now, because I have attached my RENKO file to all for gold and for the currencies pairs, you don't do anything else. We will be waiting now for the signal. So the second thing now you are going to activate, it is to make sure your algo trading is well activated. So all you need, you go to tools, you go to options, all right? You go to expert advisors here. Again, let me show you tools, options, expert advisors, you see, allow algorithmic trading and allow DLL and also web request. So these two box, last box in every broker is same, and this one, then you click OK. Automatically now our algo trading is well activated. So you don't have to do anything else. That is done. All right, that is done. So now from there, it's the work of the system. What you're seeing here, disappearing and coming, it is how it must collect all data, refresh the RENKO. I know those people who have experience outside there, you know how your RENKO, how heavy it is. But our system is so very light because it must refresh itself, it must collect all data. So if you see things coming and disappearing for RENKOs coming and disappearing, don't worry about anything, nothing wrong. All right. So everything now it's set 100%. So you just leave it for that. You wait for the alert to pop up. So waiting for alert to pop up. When you receive alert for sale, you trigger this button for sale. If you receive alert for buy, you just trigger this alert of buy without analyzing anything. Every analysis, every required analysis, it has been already, or it will be already analyzed. Your work it is to wait for the signal, buy or sell. That is your work. You don't think twice. If you receive alert sell, sell here. If you receive a buy, buy. That's all. The rest, leave it for the system. This is why we are TFX, because it is a manual, but since it is a manual with the EA, this is why it is signal generating EA. So if you trigger buy, leave it, the EA will take charge from there. In case they hit your stop loss, it is the work of the system to recover. So it's 95% EA. The only thing you do here, it is to trigger position manually. I do believe you have get everything. Now, let's go now to dons. What are you supposed, or what you are not supposed to do? I've already shared with you what you can do. Now let's see what you are not supposed to do. It is very, very simple. Number one, after you have attached your RENKO file here, you don't have to delete. You are not supposed to delete any of the file here. You know, someone can see if, let's say, for example, you have used, let's say, for example, you have opened, let's say, for example, you have open USD, Euro USD, for example, and maybe you, let me show you an example here. Let's say, for example, you have open GBP USD, right? You have attached your RENKO file here. So don't delete this chart, please. Don't delete. You know, some will see, oh, I have a GBP USD here. And since it's a RENKO chart already, you can see someone deleting this chart. So everything should remain. You have seen me, I haven't deleted anything. So every chart here should be there with the RENKO file. So you must confirm GBP USD, every pair that you are using, it has this RENKO file. In this corner, you can see TFX RENKO Y, all right? So every pair should have its own RENKO file, because without RENKO file being here, trust me, this RENKO chart won't work. It won't work. All right, so don't delete anything. After you have attached, you just make sure the RENKO file is here so that it will continue refreshing, do a lot of things, because this RENKO file is the one that helps the RENKO to get the data from the candle charts, right? It is the one that helps the RENKO charts to know what is happening on candle charts, because this is the combination of candle charts and RENKO bricks. So there is no way the RENKO bricks will work alone, neither will candle charts will work alone. So the combination here, all the datas here, the RENKO file is the one sends the database to the RENKO so that the EA can pick trades according to information that it got from candle chart. So don't delete. So make sure your charts with the candle charts, they have a RENKO file, the way you are seeing my chart. If you delete it, then you will sit there forever without getting any trade. So you must make sure every chart here, every chart that you attached the RENKO file is there forever, right? All right. Don't have to forget that. That is most dangerous thing you can do, because you cannot get the signal. So it is very simple. If you don't delete it and every chart here contains the RENKO file, then you don't have to worry about whatever it will be happening here. That is the work now of the EA. Now, the second thing from there, the things that you're not supposed to do, the don'ts. Let me delete this. Let me delete some here, because I want to show something in a simplest way so that you can understand. Let me pause here first. I want to show you something here, because the another mistake that you can do, the mistake that you can do, it is the other mistake you can do when loading the RENKO file. Let's say, for example, let's say this is the GBP USD, and we are loading the file, simple as that. Something that you are not supposed to do. It's, let's say, for example, because maybe you are doing it very fast, never replace a RENKO chart with the RENKO file. This is the RENKO chart, all right? Don't make any mistake to replace it with the RENKO file. Let me show you what will happen. If I set there, you see, that automatically it will be an error, and it can open many pairs of GBP USD, because something has collided, something went wrong. So whenever you are do it very carefully, guys. Don't replace RENKO chart with the RENKO file. You can see that is a mess. So if you have done that, make sure you have delete everything by Control W. It can delete every chart, then you can start afresh. So whenever you attach a RENKO file or any open RENKO chart, make sure you don't replace it again with a RENKO file to avoid that error. So even if you are going very fast, make sure you are taking step by step. Don't replace your RENKO chart with a RENKO file. By only those simple instructions, guys, whether you believe it or not, you are good to go. Nothing else is required. No analysis is required. No, nothing. Not even thinking about stop loss, take profit, lot size, nothing. Unless there is some of things maybe you would like to inquire, just inquire from me if there is something else you really need to know or to understand. Or else, if you do that, you are simple. As simple as that, you are good to go. You are ready to make good money. Grab this opportunity now by purchasing with a monthly subscription or lifetime license. Lifetime license for the manual system is $650, but a monthly subscription is only $75. And it is simple as that. And you are the one now delaying. Have it with 150 EA and start making money and be like others. Thank you so much, guys. And once again, welcome to TFX family. Thank you.